Hey dolls, welcome back to DivaDollFlawless. I just wanted to go through and do a quick favorites video. This isn't not just going to be makeup, it's just going to be pretty much all over the place. So I'm just going to jump right in. The first thing that I've been loving is this Dove Purely Pampering. It's the Shea Butter Moisturizing Bar Soap. Now the only soap that I really use is Dove. Normally I'll go in with a regular bar of Dove soap and one of these little buff puffs that I purchased from Target and wash my face. But I've actually switched that up and I've been using another product that I've actually been using for a long time now. I'm just pretty much catching up. I haven't done a favorites video, Lord, in months, if not maybe a year or so. But yeah, I've been loving this bar of soap. It smells so good. I started using this back in May when Sissy and I went to Atlantic City for the Beyonce concert. And if you want to see that video, it's on my DivaDoll Maldonado channel. Just look up our birthday weekend and Beyonce concert. Oh my goodness, we had a ball. But yeah, so she had this soap and I was using it and I'm like, oh, so I've been using this for months now. And then for my face, I've actually been using the Pond's Cold Cream, the Cool Classic Deep Cleans and Removes Makeup. I love this stuff and a little goes a long way. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've actually been using a lot of this and I don't know, it just seems like the jar isn't going anywhere. But I like it because I like for that zebra Halloween look, I just literally took some of this, scooped it on my face, rubbed it on, and then I took a rag, a warm rag, and I just wiped it off. And it leaves your face so clean. It gives you like a nice refreshing look. You don't feel dry or like real tight afterwards. Like, it really cleanses your face and I love it. I've been using this since how many months now? It's been a long time I've been using it. So I've been loving that. And then in conjunction with that Pond's the cold cream, I've actually been using the Pond's the dry skin cream. I don't necessarily have dry skin, but I like using this at night because it's a really good moisturizer and the best time to put moisturizer on is at night. And then also I've been loving my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. The one I use is in Matte Tan number 40. I love this stuff. As you can see, I no longer have a hump on it. I've been using this just about daily or whenever I wear makeup. I was sick for like 2 weeks straight and didn't wear like anything. So yeah, I've been loving it. I got that in May. Actually, the day we went to leave for our birthday weekend, and I just love that stuff. Next would be from my DivaDollFlawless eyeshadow line, the Domestic Diva line. I love every single color I've created and come up with. But Nutmeg, by far, surprisingly, you would think Domestic Diva, the purple one, would be, but Nutmeg, I am loving it. It gives you like a nice flush of color, like if you use it on your cheeks. Of course, I love it as a transition color. I don't think I'll ever go back to texture because I created my own eyeshadow that I love, and why not use it? It's in my line. But I absolutely positively love that color. It's just like, it's so pretty. And then I'll mix it with the clear gloss and just put it on my lips. So I've been loving that eyeshadow, Nutmeg. And also I've been loving my tinted moisturizers. It is going into the winter, so I'll probably move back into one of my favorite foundations, which is my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. In MAC, I am technically an NC44, but I do wear an NC45 because it gives me a little lift of color, especially when I want to look like I've have a little bronziness to me, I can do 44 and it won't make me look like too red or anything like that. So yeah, I'll do a 44 maybe like around here, and then do 45 around the outer perimeter of my face. And sometimes I'll just do an NC44 all over. So those of you who would like to know, I am an NC44 to a 45 in foundation, because I know a lot of you say, oh, we look the same, but just remember, when you watch the videos, lightings are different. You never know who may have hyperpigmentation or how they're applying their foundation and everything. So just so you know, that's the color range that I use. But in Sonia Kashuk, the tinted moisturizer, the color I use is tan. I love this stuff. I also love my MAC Studio Moisture Tint, and the one I've been using is medium dark. Now either one, I'll squeeze a little bit in my hand, and then I'll also take some of my MAC Select Cover Up NC45, and I'll squeeze that in my hand and, you know, mix it together and literally just rub it on my face, and then I will set it with the Sephora powder. Now also from Sonia Kashuk, I have been loving the illuminating bronzer. This one is number 40 Goddess. I love this stuff. It is like, I definitely need to go get a backup because you guys can't see it, but I put a dent in this bad boy. Yeah, I love that bronzer. It just gives you like a nice flush of color, and a lot of different skin tones can wear it. Another thing that I've been loving is from Bath and Body Works, and it's Forever Sunshine Fine Fragrance Mist. Now this came out in the summer, but I love it because it has like a nice crisp smell to it, and it actually reminded me of the fall when I wore it. They, as far as I know of, are not selling it now because it was something that they sold in the summer, but that is definitely something I love, and if they sell it again this summer, I will be getting a lot of that. And I like to just get in the shower and then like spray that on when I get out the shower, just so you know you smell cute and pretty when you get out the shower. I just love it. It's like a body spray, so it's definitely nice to wear around the house. And two things that I picked up, surprisingly not from Bath and Body Works this time, but from Walmart. They have their odor neutralizing room spray. Love this stuff. And the Harvest Berries. Now this is the scent that I have in my bathroom. I sprayed this the night I bought it. The following morning, that afternoon, I could still smell it in my bathroom. So I was a little bit surprised about that. I'm not sure if it's because the candles were just sitting in there. The top was on, but they were just sitting in there. So I don't know if that played a part in it or not. And then what else? Oh, last but not least is this big old tub of Eucerin that lasts us close to about a year. Our daughter Giselle, the 2-year-old, she actually has eczema. You can never really tell looking at her because I stay on top of it, but I use this stuff on her. I have to use the tube, not the squeezy bottle, not the thin lotion. It has to be this big tub because it's the thickest formula, and it keeps her skin really moisturized on her. And if any of your children have eczema, or as I was saying with the Eucerin, if you yourself or if your children have eczema, then you know it's pretty much just dry skin, and you have to be very mindful of it, because if not, it'll just like it will get very bad. And you know, with my daughter, I try to make sure that I keep up on it. I try to keep her skin very well moisturized. And with this, what I would do, even with this being as thick as it is, I still try to add other things like maybe some shea oil or vitamin E. I'll take the vitamin E oil, or I'll just buy a bottle of vitamin E capsules, clip the tip off, and I'll just like squeeze it, maybe scoop some of this out, squeeze it into a tube and mix that all together, just to give that extra nourishment to her skin, because I just don't want it to get out of control. And at one point it was pretty much like on her cheek and then like on her eyelid, and because Giselle is so light, you can see it. It's just like a red patch or whatever. But now looking at her, you would never know that she has eczema, and it's because I try to make sure that I stay up on it. It is something that you do literally have to stay up on, like a couple times out of the day. You know, when she gives her baths and everything, of course, you know, I have to do it. But when she gets up, when she gets up in the morning, you know, I have to make sure that I rub this on her really good right before bed. She gets a rub down with this with her baths, and even throughout the day. So it's not just while she's getting bathed. You know, we have to remember to put that on there. At one point I was doing it like every hour, just staying up on it, especially when it flares up. But I use that in conjunction with the shea oil and some vitamin E capsules, and you know, just clip the tip off and rub that on her skin. And I don't know why I say last but not least, because I have a couple other things. I'm sure you've all seen this. This is the e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. I use this to set my eyebrows. I used to have my MAC gel, my MAC brow set. I don't use it anymore. I just use the e.l.f. one. I mean, it's $1 and it actually works. I use it in my kit, and I use it for me as well. And then I have also been using Dip Down. I actually used it today for my eyebrows, to fill my brows in. And I know a lot of people was stating that the gel liner would seem as if it's harsh. I'm telling you guys, it's so many different things with makeup. Try not to get so concerned with what you think will happen. Just try to learn like different techniques. And with this, I can make it look really dark, or I can just, you know, make it look a little more natural. It's all about that. Ooh, I just dipped my finger all the way down in there. But Dip Down is just a nice dark brown gel liner. I don't necessarily know an exact dupe for it, but I would just say any excuse me you guys, I need to grab a baby wipe. Okay. What you will want to do is just any gel liner that you have. Of course, you want to make sure that you play around with the consistency and it's not like a wet gel liner. But I really like it because I don't have to worry too much about setting my brows, because I feel like when I use that, I don't have to worry about, you know, if I go like this, then my whole daggone eyebrow is on my hand or something like that, especially when I'm wearing like a full face of makeup and, you know, things as such as that. So that's why I love that gel eyebrow gel, which is an eyeliner, but I like it for my eyebrows. Also, I've been using the Revlon Color Stay. This one is in black 001. It does come with a little brush on it, and I've been using a brush. The brush just looks like this. I have used the brush a couple times, but it's not something that you have to use. And then it just comes with this little jar right here. You do get a lot of products. Surprisingly, you would think that you didn't, because the jar looks so small, but I like it. It's a really intense black, and me personally, when I line my top line, I like a more drier consistency of a gel liner. I don't really care for a really wet gel liner. Now, another favorite of mine is my NC42 Studio Finish Concealer from MAC. I had my NYX concealer in a jar. I don't know where it is around here. So when I was out with my sister today, I was trying to find it again, but I don't know what happened to it. But this is what the NC42 looks like, and this is my highlight for my color. So a lot of times when I do my eyeshadow look, sometimes I'll just use the color that I'm highlighting my brow with to when I am, Lord, how did I forget that quick what I do to my eyebrows? But you know, when you put the lighter concealer under it, I love it as a highlight by itself. I don't have to worry about it like sweating off or anything like that, because when I put it on, it really does stay put. So I love it. I like how thick it is, and I use it mainly for just to do my eyebrows with. And is there anything else? My Echo Tools bronzer brush. I love this. I use it for my cheeks. I also use it to like set my face powder. And another thing that's a favorite of mine is my Ben Nye Neutral Set face powder. I got this from a costume store. It was $6.95. It is a colorless face powder. I have not had any issues with it showing up. I'm wearing it now under my Sephora powder, and I don't have a problem with like flash or anything like that. I haven't tried it in any of my photo shoots, but I've been wearing it just on myself, and I've had professional pictures of myself taken, and I have not had any issues with it at all. Trying to think, is there anything else that I'm missing? Oh, I gotta add these in here. These are the Werther's Original Caramel Apple Filled Heart Candies. Y'all, this bag, I love them. Sissy does not like them. She can't stand the taste of them, but I do. They had like these taffies that I was eating years ago with the old boss of mine, and me and her, oh Lord, we tore those taffies up. It was so funny, and I'm finally finding a candy like that. So I found those at Walgreens, and they are so good. And also a favorite of mine has been the facial buff sponges from Target. I love these. They come 12 in a pack, and they can last you a really long time. You know, you just want to switch it out once or twice a week, but I think I switch mine out once a week or something like that, because sometimes I'm not even using it. Sometimes I'll just use the Pond's. Like I said, I've been going in between just the Dove and the Buff Puff, and then the Pond's itself. And of course, my favorite astringent is Witch Hazel. You can I purchase mine from Rite Aid all the time. I use it on my clients as well as myself. So I think that's all. If I forget or remember anything else, I will let you dolls know. But until next time, dolls, thank you so much for watching. Have a gorgeous day. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.